What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy and you're watching the Glam Belle and I'm back with another hair video for you. Today's video is all about scalp health. Our scalp is part of our skin, which is one of our major organs in our body. So it's so important to take care of our scalp. So today I'm going to share with you my best tips on really caring for your scalp. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're a regular, yes, it's true. I did go blonder and I will be filming a video all about how I maintain my blonde, how I take care of my bleached blonde curly hair. Stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down there. I would love for you to join my family here on YouTube. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy hair videos. And if you have any tips of your own, definitely leave those below as well. And without further ado, if you're interested in hearing my tips on how to care for your scalp, then definitely keep watching. Before we jump into this video, I do want to say a huge thank you to Lucetta Beauty for sponsoring a portion of today's video. They have 15 series of formulated hair care products that have natural ingredients. All of their products are sulfate and paraben free. They are safe for color treated hair, thank goodness, and they are not tested on animals. And I will get into some of their products that I have been absolutely obsessing over in just a bit in this video. If you are someone that is struggling with scalp issues, whether you have a very itchy scalp, dry patches, sores, whatever it may be, I definitely recommend that you go to a dermatologist or go to your doctor to find out what may be the underlying cause of these issues. This video is not going to be geared towards one specific scalp issue. This is really a video for everyone and basically how to overall care for your scalp and have a healthy scalp all year round. With that being said, I do want to mention some of the most common causes of scalp issues. Dandruff is probably the most commonly known scalp issue. I think most people at some point in their life probably have dealt with dandruff or a flaky scalp. There's also psoriasis of the scalp, eczema of the scalp. There's also impetigo, folliculitis. If you are someone that is suffering from one of those, then obviously your doctor is going to prescribe certain things that work best. Definitely follow doctor's orders. Today, I really want to target basically the most common things that I know I deal with, which would be a dry, itchy scalp or just kind of irritation of the scalp. My first tip would be to protect your scalp from the sun. I think I mentioned this in a recent video as well. This is so important and it's something that we kind of neglect to do. I think a lot of times we think, okay, if we're going outdoors, we know to lather up in sunscreen to protect our skin, but we forget the scalp. The scalp is a part of our skin. If you're going to be outdoors for a long period of time, definitely make sure to wear a hat. Sun hats during the spring and summer are perfect. Also, I love ball caps, so if I know I'm going to be outdoors for an extended period of time, I always like to pop on a ball cap. I always like to carry a ball cap with me just in case if I know I'm going to be outdoors, so I can just pop it on and I'm good to go. If you know you're going to be outside and you know that you can't wear a hat in certain situations, then I would highly recommend to use some sort of sunscreen. What I really like is by Color Science, they have the brush on sunscreen. If I put my hair back or if I have a specific part in my hair, then I will use that on the part just to make sure that that exposed area of the scalp is getting some sort of sunscreen, and that's really going to help to protect your skin. My next tip is one that I feel like is a tip for everything in life, and that is to eat a well-balanced diet. I know it sounds weird. You're like, well, how does what I eat affect my scalp? Whatever you consume is going to affect your skin in some way, shape, or form. A well-balanced diet helps to provide the skin of the scalp with the nutrients that it needs to produce healthy cells. So it's so important to make sure that you're eating your fruits and veggies. My next tip is to shampoo regularly. Those of you out there that love to co-wash, that don't use shampoo and all of that, if that is working for you, then this is not geared towards you. This is for people that are experiencing some sort of scalp issue, those that are experiencing dry, itchy, flaky scalp. Some of us cannot go without using some sort of shampoo to really cleanse the scalp really good with each wash. Now, everyone is different on how frequently they need to wash their hair. And obviously, depending on your issue, you may have to wash less frequently or more frequently. So for me, I can go longer in between washes because I do have drier hair. My daughter, for instance, has much oilier hair than me, so she has to wash more frequently. Usually she has to wash either every other day or once every 3 days. Kind of assess the situation and then figure out how often you really need to wash your hair, but make sure that you are shampooing with every wash. Another tip that I have that has always worked for me is using some sort of tea tree oil on my scalp. Tea tree oil can help to unclog hair follicles, and it also has antimicrobial and antiseptic properties in it, which really help to get rid of product buildup, oil buildup on the scalp. It can also increase oxygen and nutrient supply to the hair follicle, which in turn can really help protect against scalp infections. It can also really help reduce inflammation of the scalp, which is why I personally love using it. So what I've been using on my wash days when I know that I need to spend a little extra time on my scalp, I've been loving using this right here. This is the Lucetta Tea Tree and Argan Oil Shampoo and Conditioner. This is from their Tea Tree series. They have like 15 different series of shampoo and conditioner formulas depending on what your hair needs are. That's something that I think is so spectacular about this particular company. They literally have something for every single type of hair need. I love their Tea Tree series. First of all, it smells like heaven. It smells like a spa in a bottle. It's got the most minty, fresh scent to it. I just am obsessed with it.
So showing these products in action, I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight on what this tea tree oil collection does. The tea tree oil collection really helps to detangle, soften, and smooth the hair. It has natural tea tree oil, argan oil, and peppermint oil that is very invigorating to the scalp. It helps to prevent moisture loss and helps to just refresh and clean and hydrate the hair and the scalp. I absolutely am obsessed with this line. It smells divine. It literally smells like you are in a spa setting. It's just awesome. Of course, you guys know that I have to go in with my shampoo brush. And as I said before, tea tree oil has antiseptic properties, which helps to balance and soothe dry, itchy scalp, which is why I like this line in particular. But we can't forget that this product also has argan oil in it, which contains high quantities of vitamin A, C, E, antioxidants, omega-6 fatty acids, and all of those help to repair and fight damage in the hair. Benefits don't stop there. It also has lavender oil, which helps to alleviate itchiness on the skin and scalp, which is another reason why I love this. It also helps to prevent frizzy hair and split ends. It also contains peppermint oil. I think this is what gives it that amazing scent that I just die over. And that's great for the hair because it helps to stimulate the scalp and stimulate hair growth, which is what we are always looking for, right? But honestly, this line really does the trick when I feel like my scalp needs that extra tender love and care. It does a great job at just soothing the scalp and making my hair and scalp feel nice and clean.
In that clip, you saw me using my beloved shampoo brush, and that leads me to my next tip, which is making sure that you are exfoliating your scalp once a week. Exfoliating the scalp once a week is usually enough to really help remove all of those dead skin cells that have been built up on the scalp. If you suffer from more severe scalp conditions, then you may need to exfoliate more frequently, but again, check with your doctor. There are many, many amazing exfoliating products out there. There are exfoliating shampoos, and I actually just highlighted one in a recent video. But another way to really help exfoliate the scalp very easily with every single wash is using a shampoo brush. This is one of my favorite items that I own. I swear, I just feel like it helps me to just get the shampoo in there and really help to cleanse and exfoliate my scalp. Helps to stimulate blood flow, which can help with hair growth. I definitely recommend getting a shampoo brush if you do not already have one. My next tip is one that you guys have seen me do many, many times. That is scalp massages. I know we hear those words, scalp massages, in the curly hair world so often, but it really does make a difference. Now, you don't have to do a scalp massage every single night, but if you do it at least once a week, I like to do it about twice a week, and I spend about 5 minutes just really getting in there and just massaging my scalp at night right before I go to bed. This really helps to stimulate circulation to the blood vessels, which in turn can really help with hair growth as well, because when you stimulate the scalp, it can cause your hair to grow a little bit faster. And my last tip is to try to preserve as much moisture as you can. Most scalp issues come from having a very dry scalp. So one of the ways that you can try to retain this moisture is by using cool or lukewarm water to wash and rinse your hair versus using hot water. Hot water can definitely dry out the skin, dry out the scalp a little more. So if you are able to use more lukewarm to cool water to wash and rinse your hair, I definitely recommend you do that. One of the more obvious ways to try to preserve that moisture is to stay away from heat styling. Trying to air dry your hair as often as you possibly can, which, listen, this is something that I personally don't ever do. I have to diffuse or I just don't ever get the results that I'm looking for. So obviously I try to follow all these other tips to try to prevent scalp issues. But if you do have an extra dry scalp, then definitely trying to let your hair air dry as often as possible is going to help preserve that moisture and prevent your scalp from drying out. And not overwashing your hair is definitely going to help preserve that moisture as well. If you're washing your hair every single day and you tend to have a very dry, flaky, itchy scalp, then you're probably overwashing and you probably need to give it a rest. Let those natural oils try to build up a little bit and give your skin, your scalp, that extra moisture that it's longing for. You know your scalp best, so you need to assess your personal situation and figure out what exactly you need to maybe implement into your routine to kind of help give you the best hair and scalp health experience that you can possibly have. And that is it for this video, you guys. I really hope this was informative and helpful. I know it was a little more scientific than most of my videos usually are, but sometimes we have to get scientific in order to really understand our hair and our scalp. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and of course I will see you in my next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe. I love you guys. Peace out.